Hi, thank you so much for coming back and watching another one of my videos. My name is Khandy. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. I'm gonna go ahead and ask you to please push that subscribe button right here. If you want to learn more about the different adoption topics, I release a new video every week, and this is the perfect place to learn from a woman that adopted a beautiful little girl a few months ago. Well, it feels that way, but it's almost been 3 years, but here we are again. So I'm going to talk about this shirt in a little bit. So I wore it in another video recently, but I had to put it on again because I forgot to talk about it until I finished shooting the video and I was taking it off and I said, oh my gosh. So we're going to talk about the shirt. I have to remember that. So let's talk about weird and offensive questions that you get while waiting from people that just don't understand. Why are the dogs barking and the baby sleeping? They've stopped. Okay. So, open adoption. They always want to know, is it uncomfortable? Like, suppose she wants to see her. You know, what does that mean? And I'm like, okay, she'll want to see her. You know, I think that people that aren't familiar with adoption, even some folks that haven't adopted yet, they have a misconception of what open adoption is or can be. And so they feel like if there's an open adoption, the child is going to be confused, or that child may love one parent more than the other, or there's just going to be a bit of confusion. And it's like, it's just not like that. You know what I mean? It's just, there's a mutual respect, there's an understanding, and these things are solidified and set in stone before those meetings even happen, you know? But again, it's like, suppose she wants her back. That can't happen unless there's a kidnapping, and then the feds get involved. And then, you know, we have this one, because my husband and I are adopting again. It's, well, you know, you could get pregnant, and then what will happen? If you don't stop with that nonsense, because, you know, we heard that with our first adoption, and then right after we adopted, it's like, oh, well, you know, you might get pregnant. If you're listening to this and you have nothing to do with the adoption, you literally just support my channel, stop saying that because it's rude. Stop saying that because it's rude. Not even necessarily to me. Just stop saying that to people that have adopted. We're sick of hearing the pregnancy thing. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Thank you. That's it. Everything happens for a reason, or in God's time. What does that mean? What does that mean? So when I'm supposed to have a baby, or when God feels like I'm ready to be a parent, you know, it's just like, choose your words right. Choose your words wisely. Just tell me that you'll keep me in your prayers. It just makes me feel better. Because in all honesty, you just don't know the right things to say, and that's okay. And just say that. It's almost as though, and I hate to compare it to this, but it's like when someone passes away and you don't know what to say. Say nothing. Say nothing. Because it's almost like you're taking little jabs. Little jabs, little jabs, little jabs. As though because it hasn't happened for me yet, there's a reason why it hasn't happened. Like, shut up. Didn't mean you, but just in general. Have you heard anything yet? Yeah, I hear something every day. If I told you about it, if I showed you a situation that was emailed to me, you'd be like, what am I looking at? Because it looks like an Excel spreadsheet. I can show you a PowerPoint presentation that you wouldn't even know what this means. You know, so it's like when people say, how's the adoption going? I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. Because I can be matched with someone and it's still, I don't know. I don't know because I'm not in that expectant mom's head. This entire time she could be telling me, I'm going to place, 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 I'm going to place. and she's telling her friends, never gonna please. No, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you just don't know. You don't know because it's not me. I'm not pregnant. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man, how many situations this agency or this consultant has. I don't know. I don't know how often I'm being shown. I don't know. I don't know anything. So it's like, I get it. They have this heart and they mean well. But Lord, why don't you have a baby yet? And I get this all the time. And I get this from a lot of you guys. Oh my God, why haven't you and Kenny adopted yet? I thought that you guys, Listen, Kenny and I haven't adopted yet for a million reasons, and you'll never know why, because I'll never tell you. Kenny and I haven't adopted yet for a bunch of reasons. You know, we've had some disruptions, and you know, we see situations all the time, and honestly, they're just not for us. And with our first adoption, I jumped and I made a decision, and thankfully the decision worked out to be perfect because we have our daughter. However, that's not who I am anymore. And I comb through everything with a very fine-tooth comb. And I look at everything, and I have to weigh all of our options, and I have to look at our family dynamic now. It's completely different. And so, and it's not to say that we're nitpicking, but we have to make a decision based off of what's best for the three of us. And that includes my daughter. And you can't rush what's supposed to happen. Like, what's going to happen is what's going to happen, you know? So it's not a lack of situations being shown. It's not a lack of effort on our ends, because I've been in it. I've been in the trenches. And, but I feel good. I feel good about what we've done. I feel good about what we've been doing. I feel good about, you know, the connections that we've made. And I know that when the time is right, it will happen. Are you going to know immediately? No. Could there be a baby in this house? Yes. You just won't know, because and if any of you follow me on social media, you know, I'm so blah. You know, and that's because I feel like when you put everything of your life on social media, it's like, what's left for you, you know? So, things are great, you know, things are great with us, but, in all due time, everything that is supposed to happen will happen. But I actually had somebody think that they were competition with me. Imagine that. This is not a competition, okay? Listen, this is not a competition. I can't make this stuff up. I literally cannot make this up, guys. You are going to get questions. You are going to get ask things that are going to bother you sometimes. You're going to get things that you're just going to brush off, and it's okay. You have to understand that unless you've adopted, you won't really understand it. Sometimes, you know, you've adopted through foster care, and it's like, well, why did you take this one if you knew he or she had these problems? Or wasn't a baby available? Or suppose you want to give him back. Or are you getting paid for him? How much money do you get? Who are you? And get out of my house or my face, or get out of my phone, and please don't ever call me back. People are so rude. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Sometimes as a parent, you have to become literally such a mama and papa bear that it takes over you. Literally takes over you. And that's okay. That's okay, because that's who you are now. You are their biggest protector. And that is okay. You know, so that's what I have for weird and offensive questions while waiting. But here we go. So this shirt, it says everything is beautiful in its time. And this is a shirt that is from a fundraiser from a girlfriend that I have made in the adoption world. And her name is Dana and her husband's name is Percy. And they are selling these shirts for their adoption fundraiser. I will leave the link below to where you can order these shirts. They're super dope. They're extremely soft. I believe I got this in a small. And yeah, go support them. I support a lot of adoption fundraisers because, like I said to you, so many people have supported us. You know, purchased our cupcakes that they couldn't get because they live such and such, you know, bought our Christmas ornaments, puzzle pieces, chicken, whatever it is, just to support us. So if I can support your adoption fundraiser and I like you guys as a couple and I think that you guys are dope, like I like what you stand for, I'll support you. I'm not supporting everybody because some people, I'm just not going to support, you know, and that's my right. But I think that they're super dope. I really want them to, you know, be able to raise the funds to, you know, get this adoption going. And everything is beautiful in its own time. I just really like what it says also. So go ahead and if you can purchase a shirt, I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And if you can't purchase a shirt, I know that you can leave a donation also under the link. So again, my name is Khandy. Thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. Please go ahead and push that like button. Please go ahead and subscribe. If you've had any offensive or weird questions, please leave them in the comment section below because I know some of you had. I will go ahead and respond to all of those. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.